Hey everybody, it's Mike from Monkey Fab. So, remember I told you, reassembly. I know, been on reassembly for like the last 3 videos and I haven't reassembled shit, but we've been preparing to reassemble. So, we did, like I promised, go ahead and dimple, put a little dimple. I just took this over to the press and just kind of smashed it, and that gave me, it was just like a 1/16 of clearance we needed there because it was hitting right here on this stupid tab, which I've already ground down, but have I sell this thing to somebody in the future and they blow up the engine and swap the blocks, they would probably get an exhaust leak off the front there because it was touching if I didn't do that. That's why we did that. And you'll also notice, look at that. What the hell's going on? Yes, the engine is back in the vehicle, and Jacob just helped me do that. He's gonna do the wiring guy. He's probably, there's videos, I see him popping up next, so you're about to meet him in the videos. Of course, the videos are 2 or 3 months behind. So what's so funny about that, Jacob? At least we're working. But yeah, you guys saw we did the pedal in there, and the wiring harness is through, ready to go. We got the grommets in, which is a big plus. So hopefully mice won't be going into the cabin and chewing up all the stuff. So yeah, now it's just it's reassembly. So everything should go better. Everything should just zip back together because we've done the hard work of making sure that everything fits. So now here's where we find out all the things we didn't think about. But yeah, we're reassembly. It's a good thing. Look at the fancy stuff that Jacob's doing. Now, I will say my green wire and my my crimped butt connector was pretty nice. Yeah, see that says horn. Look at that. Horn. It's awesome. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, engine. Engine is in. Ta-da! Final assembly, folks. This thing's staying in. It's going in and staying in. Let me tell you what, it feels so good to feel like, check everything. This is the last time it's going in. This is the last time it's going in. But I just thought I'd shoot some pictures here, a little video here, so people get an idea. So we got our tranny cooler, intercooler, condenser, and radiator fan shroud at the front. The engine, here's how low it sits. It sits way low in there. That's because I made my own engine mounts. And look how well that CTSV manifold clears everything. Easy to get to the spark plugs. Yeah, and a nice harness, the Holley harness. We got the split grommet back in there. You're just gonna have to believe me. The right size one, and yeah, you just gotta figure out putting everything else back on. We're final assembly. I'm having to think about stuff like, oh yeah, don't forget to put the radiator overflow reservoir back in. Things like that. Those are good things to be thinking about. Better check the intercooler coupler clamps. All that good stuff. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, it feels good. Oh, if the rhythm feels right, then baby, let me hear you say. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Putting things back together. So we got the transmission. The transmission is back in the car with all of its mounts and stuff. I need to figure out what to do about this doodad. I don't know if fluid comes out that hole or not. And I try to put like an AN flare cap on it, but nothing fits. So I don't know. Worst case scenario, I can cut this guy off and put like a hose, plug it, and stick it back in there and just use that to cap it. But yeah, I asked a friend who knows about these things, and we'll see what he has to say. And our crossover pipe's on. Yeah, just torque converter bolts are back in. So I'm just going around everything and trying to look at it holistically and being like, did you tighten all the bolts? Did you put all the stuff in there that needs to go? Did you route the hoses where they need to be routed to? All that good stuff. It's tedious but fun. Right there you can see where we've marked the transmission dipstick. I really like this kit, so I ordered this kit from Motion, and it's the low car anchor tight locking flexible transmission dipstick, which is pretty cool. So I'll show you how this thing goes together, in case you're wondering. Number one is you gotta drop your pan and, you know, waste another. I'm trying not to. That's what's in those buckets over there underneath the Kleenex. So try to save a little bit of this, so we're not spending another $80 on transmission fluid. But yeah, this guy right here has got a little quick disconnect on it, so you can use that little plug that was sitting over there and just plug it, and now your transmission's sealed. It's got a gasket and a bolt on the bottom that snugs down onto the holder deal, and it locks in there, and then it locks at the top too, so you don't have to worry about your transmission tube blowing out, which is kind of cool. And yeah, pretty groovy. Bolt this guy back up there, and hopefully it'll seal up. The transmission never seals on a TH400. At least I could never. I know it was looking from the deep. It was leaking from the old dipstick. I got some eBay, Amazon dipstick, and it was just some like Dash 12 PTFE, some cheap Dash 12 PTFE line with the dipstick and stuff. So good on them for making a product. The low car product, I think it's probably 3 or 4 times the money, but it looks like it's about 3 or 4 times the quality. So that's a good thing. And it was leaking from the dipstick for sure. It didn't look like it was leaking from the pan. When I pulled the pan off, it looked like that was all sealed up. So hopefully this takes care of that transmission. It's not horrible, but it's seepage, and it's but yeah, throw that back together and keep going. Reassembly dogs. Helicoil set. So this thing's saved my butt a few times. They're super cheap. Amazon. It's got like I don't know, probably 6. Looks like 6. Yeah, 6 M6 to M12, M6 to M12, and they're kind of handy. So both of these guys have stripped out on the both of these guys have stripped out on this guy. So I just went ahead and put a helicoil in. I know there's better, fancier inserts, but these are easy to use, easy to set up. Any idiot, even like myself, can do it. So pretty handy. Especially when it's like you're blasting threads into aluminum. Of course it's going to strip. So, you know, what are you going to do? Anyway, just want to show you helicoils, put them in. I'm just I'm making good progress, but super slow, because like everything I'm stopping and I'm thinking like, is there anything I'm missing? Which, you know, it takes time as well. And then just fixing all the fine details, like installing the dipstick, getting the pan sealed, blah, 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 adjusting the cable linkage, make sure it's all perfect. So yeah, we're still working on it. We're working on the Phoenix reassembly, final reassembly. It's dark under here. So we got the transmission up in there. Like I said, I had to helicoil one of those mount guys, and I did check the new trans dipstick. I marked it. We hopefully it's got this sealed up now. I put more transmission fluid in it than what we had taken out of it. So if it's gonna leak, we'll see it. It would be a miracle if it didn't. And then we got our crossover pipe here, torque converter all bolted up, main motor mounts bolted up. So the whole hot side is kind of on there. And anything up here? No, nothing up here. Don't think anything up there. Let me drop the truck. Let me drop the car down. All right, we got the no water, no oil stickers put on the car, so we know not to be an idiot and start the car without mostly oil, right? We pulled the fender liner off before we dropped the motor back in and put the little body seal grommet guy for our air conditioning hose up there, so it's all nice and sealed up. And we also, like I showed you before, finished sealing up all the holes on the firewall. Okay, and here is the manifold. Here is our transmission cooler lines. Spark plug wires fit. They're easy to get to. Weird thing happened. I went to go put the spark plugs in, and I had 7, the BR7E or whatever they are, the 7 heat range spark plug. So I don't know. I don't know why I only have 7. That makes no sense. Also, I can't find the other little shorty guys for the spark plug wires. And I know that I always break at least one every time I take them apart, but I don't know why I'm missing as many as I am. And then I had these heat sleeves that I bought and put on, and now I can't find the heat sleeves either. So I don't know what is going on with that. These are the problems you have when you got a project that's been around too long. Got the manifold on, temperature crossovers. We got the air bleed. We got the little port on the radiator for that. We put the overflow tank back in, and oh yeah, we mounted the transmission dipstick hose and got the old dipstick going on right there. So pretty pleased with the progress. I know it doesn't look like a massive amount, but okay, so not bad progress for a day. I've just been kind of dilly-dallying around listening to hardcore history on the podcasts and working on the car. But mostly as I'm putting it together, I'm thinking that, hey, this is the final time. Look around you, check all the bolts that are within range, everything tightened down, everything's going to be the last time. Do everything with the idea that this is the last time and ensure everything fits perfectly. So it's taking just a little bit longer, and I'm not rushing myself, so I don't want to be in that mindset of smash it all back together at all costs. I want to do it right for the last time, for the first time, for the last time, maybe. All right, so that wraps up about what we got done for today. We'll be back on it tomorrow, at least part of the day, I do believe. And maybe get the front accessories in. I'll think about where I want to go next and what we want to do. It's fun to kind of put it all back together, and it's like a puzzle, and you can think, well, I'll have easy access to do this if I do this first and then that next, and you can save yourself a lot of pain if you do all that as you're going along. So thanks for dropping in, checking out the episode. Until next time, this is Mike Monkey Fab signing out.